Alright, this is the part 2 for my finger roll tutorial. This one is just going to be the basics on how to move just in a straight line with your rolls. And this, it's not too complicated, but it is kind of a lot of variations to practice. But you'll get used to it, especially if you do a lot of practicing with one hand at a time. Then putting the two together in different ways becomes a lot easier, although that'll still take practice of its own. And the last video I talked about how to do it with both palms up, so I'll skip that one for now, and I'll start with the easier of the two things that I'll be talking about. I'm going to be talking about having your hands like that, as well as that, so basically palms facing same direction, and then palms facing opposite direction. And there are some things you have to keep in mind. Say if I'm going to start with an outwards roll, going up right hand led, the left hand is also going to be doing an outwards roll. So if I was to do one cycle, I end up back here and do it continuously. And then if you want to reverse it, they're both going to switch to inward. And the reason for that is it keeps everything along the same track. So because if I'm going this way, things are, sorry about that. Say if this is rotating outward, my roll is rotating outward and moving to my right, and then I want to reverse that along the same track, it has to go backwards. So you could think of it like you have almost like a little roller coaster. It's like going in a helix, and then you reverse it back along the same track. And the same goes for if I start inward, and then I want to reverse it, go back outward. And you're going to want to stretch before doing this. I am not stretched right now just because I want to get this video done. So don't mind what little shakiness I may have. And let's see, I already taught you how to practice the inward and the outward, so I don't have to go through that. I'll just move on to palms facing opposite direction. And this is where things start getting a little bit more complicated. It's because, say, if I want to go right hand led, I'll go diagonal just so it fits on the camera easier, or it just fits on the camera better. I'll start outward with my right hand, boom, so, and then this hand is going to have to go inward. So this hand is going to arc down, this hand is going to fold down, this hand is going to fold out, and this hand is going to arc out. So I'll do that like in one motion. So it's arc, fold, fold, whoops, arc, arc, fold, fold, arc, fold, fold, arc, boom, boom. And you can practice it that way at first just to get used to the hands doing two different things, and then you're going to actually round everything out and make it continuous. So it comes out like this. And then when you reverse, you also have to reverse the inward and the outward for both hands. So say my right hand is doing the outwards roll, left hand's doing the inwards, and then I switch, my left hand is doing the outwards, and my right's doing the inwards. In the front, and then reverse, and then inwards and outwards. So yeah, you just have to keep in mind that there's 4 ways to do everything. It's starting to rain a little bit. I'm under a tree, but I'm gonna try to get this done quick. So I've been trying to get this done for a little while. There's also one other thing I want to talk about, and that is that you can make your rolls travel in the same direction when they're hooked together or not hooked together. But for this purpose, it's going to be them together. But you can have them rotating in the opposite directions. So if I go from this one, we were just doing, instead of outwards, inwards, it will be outwards, outwards, and in. So it's like they're both going inwards right now, both going outwards, and it gives this kind of weird look where they're not quite going along the same path, but at the same time they're traveling in the same direction. And the peaks and troughs of the waves, like if you were to take the circle and like flatten it, they're at the top and bottom, as if they were going along the same path, but they're rotating like this. Boom, 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 and that's how you kind of imagine that track going. So it's kind of like 2 helixes rotating opposite direction. And then if you want to do that with your palms facing the same direction, you have outwards and then inwards. So out, in, out, in, out, in, and then in, whoops, out, out, in, out, in. Yeah, they haven't stretched or anything. You got the idea. Let me know how you like this video. And it's starting to rain a little harder, starting to get a little wet. So, goodbye for now, guys.